The Duke threw away the pastries made by the chef. He thought using potatoes to make pastries was far too low class, and even demanded the chef apologize to everyone. But the chef could not understand why ingredients should be divided into noble and humble. Rather than apologize, he chose to leave the castle with his pride intact. It was his way of showing respect for the ingredients themselves. After returning to his hometown, the chef fell into despair, until one day a woman appeared. She wanted to learn cooking from him, but the chef refused. Still, the woman would not give up. She even stood outside his door in the pouring rain all night. Moved by her sincerity, the chef finally agreed to take her as his apprentice. But just then the Duke's butler arrived. He said the Duke would be passing through town the next day, and if the chef could prepare a banquet that satisfied him, he would be reinstated as royal chef. Hearing this, the chef immediately began to prepare ingredients, with the woman assisting him. Together they finished an entire table of dishes, but then by accident the chef knocked over a candle, and the fire quickly spread through the entire storeroom. Even worse, the chef's hands were badly burned, leaving him unable to cook anymore. Devastated, he wanted to give up, but the woman refused to lose hope. She encouraged him and took over the cooking herself. The chef guided her from the side, and to everyone's surprise, she did an amazing job. She completed the meal just before the Duke arrived. The chef happily brought the dishes outside and waited for the Duke's carriage. But as the convoy passed by in a cloud of dust, it didn't even stop. Once again, the arrogant Duke had humiliated him. The chef was so angry and heartbroken that he stayed in bed for 3 days. When he finally got up, he discovered many soldiers eating downstairs. The woman had turned their home into a restaurant. She had sliced potatoes into strips and fried them in oil, creating what would become the very first French fries. She looked the chef in the eyes and said firmly, "The arrogant Duke despises potatoes, then will win people's hearts with dishes made from the very same potatoes and prove him wrong." Her determination reignited the chef's passion. Under their joint effort, the restaurant became the most popular in town. Soon word of their success reached the Duke. He sent his butler ahead to announce his visit. A few days later, the Duke's carriage arrived. Once again, a plate of potato pastries was placed before him. The Duke was about to lose his temper, but then he saw crowds of happy customers filling the restaurant. The woman stood before everyone and revealed how the Duke had once humiliated the chef. Encouraged by her, the chef demanded that the Duke apologize, not only to him, but to the humble ingredient he had once scorned. Seeing that everyone was standing with the chef, the Duke left in disgrace. He who once sneered at the potato was now driven away by the very people who found joy in eating it.